Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya has just had a trilogy of sorts, and I just feel a bit bad for Izzy because he's gotten a lot of hate from this. And first off, I want to clarify the stoppage was great. It was an amazing stoppage. He gave him the chance when he had like 5 answered shots. He gave him a chance, gave him a little more, and then when he started wobbling, was bound to get knocked out cold. Not got out, stops it. Great stoppage. Can't complain. And before we start, like, subscribe, and yeah, subscribe to the Patreon down below. But yeah, Alex Pereira is the new middleweight champion, and like, Alex Pereira is Izzy's kryptonite, you know, because I think Alex Pereira loses to almost all the top 5 in the division. He has not got good wrestling. I mean, the takedown, the takedown that he tried on Izzy were embarrassing. You know, he has a left hook, and Izzy is a technical striker that just, it's a bit like Cheeto versus Cruz. If Cheeto and Cruz would have had 3 fights, Cruz would have dominated all the rounds, but Cheeto would have finished him every single time. You know, that is what I see in this, because Alex, like, Izzy is too, when he's tried to go toe-to-toe with him with fire, he got knocked out in kickboxing. Now he's tried the same thing that he did the first fight. I mean, the first fight he could have won, but in this fight, you know, he gets knocked out again, and we have to see an immediate rematch. I don't care what anyone says. Kickboxing and MMA is completely different sports. People do not understand this. Completely different sports. Israel Adesanya has been the second best middleweight of all history. You know, he's not even close. He's surpassed everyone except Anderson Silva, and he's pretty close to Anderson Silva. And yeah, we need to see Izzy right the wrong in this, but I don't think he will. And when he's done with this, like, thing that he has with Alex Pereira, I think Robert Whittaker will be licking his lips at seeing a new champion, because he will absolutely run the school with Alex Pereira. He will take him down, he will ruin him. And yeah, to be honest with you, I think the middleweight division is a bit of a weird one. This has gotten the fire in the middleweight division again, though. I am glad that Israel Adesanya, not because I hate him, I'm not glad he lost because I hate him. I'm glad he lost because now the division is looking good. I mean, like, who was next after Alex Pereira? What, Darren Till, Sean Strickland? These still are beautiful. I mean, I would love to see Darren Till get a title fight, don't get me wrong, but like, he needs to deserve it, you know. He needs to win 2 or 3 fights before, you know. I love Darren Till, but yeah, you know, these are the sort of people we're looking at again. I mean, he could have walked up to 205, but still, the middleweight division would have been like a shadow of former self. Would have just had to like wait a year or 2 to see if Sean Strickland wins, Andre Muniz, Dricus Duplessis, Darren Till, all of these people that haven't fought for the belt, that are still young, but relatively young. Because Jared Cannonier, Paulo Acosta, Marvin Vittori, Robert Whittaker, he's beaten all these people, Derek Bronson. I mean, Jack Manson could have gone up there, you know. I mean, he's beating everyone in the top 5 in the division, which is very impressive to do, and he's beaten a few of them 5 or 3 times, you know. I mean, it is impressive to watch. And Israel Adesanya is a great fighter, but he is a good fighter, but he's stopped with the knockouts because it's so risky to take as a champ, and nobody wants to lose this championship. But the issue that people have with him is that he rolls up, oh yeah, this is going to be the best fight ever, and then he has a technical good fight for 5 rounds, but when he gives the expectation of having a barn burner for 5 rounds and finishing them in the first round and things like this, people are just going to be disappointed again and again and again and again and again. This is what Israel Adesanya's issue has been, and that's why he has stopped selling that many pay-per-views. UFC 276 did 400k, which is an international fight weekend, and was a banger of a card. Before that, he did 6, 7, 800k, which is good, but now people have just found out what he does, and I don't think this fight did that many pay-per-view buys, and they probably won't release it because it's that embarrassing of a thing, you know. But Alex Pereira, he could go down as the best combat athlete of all time, to be honest with you, because 2-time champion in Glory, champion in the UFC, but if Glover loses to Yuri and he goes up and finishes Yuri Prohaska, that he is the best combat athlete of all time. Because here's the thing, I don't understand how he gets down to 185, even if he drains himself. I don't get it. I mean, he is such a low body fat all year round, but he gets up to like 220, 230. I don't understand how his body works. That's the thing, I just don't get it. I mean, like, he looks so shredded. He looks like, I mean, he's lean enough to go to a bodybuilding show. That's how lean he was on the scales. And yeah, I just do not get his thing, how he gets down there. But I mean, his left hook, I mean, let's be honest, is one more left hook and he takes 10 years off Izzy's life in that fight. But yeah, that was my take on the main event that we saw. Izzy is the better technical striker, he's the better all-round fighter, but Alex Pereira has the X factor that Izzy just can't deal with. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.